Hey everybody, what I've got here is the Russian Intermediate Ration Pack menu number 2, which is the buckwheat porridge with beef, and we're going to check it out right now on Kit Bashed Survival. So yeah, you can see by the little check mark there, this is the beef ration, buckwheat porridge with beef. It was made in July of 2021, and the sell by date or use by date is July of 2022, and it's now December of 2022, so hopefully it's okay. I've had this for a while, and I just need to get it opened and get it eaten before it goes bad. Hopefully it's still good. So let's crack it open. All right, so we've got a napkin and a spoon. Then we've got 2 wet wipes, sugar, salt, and pepper. A little piece of Orbit chewing gum, boiled sweet. Got some sort of fruit drink. Then we've got some tea. Got some sweetened condensed milk. This is usually pretty good. Got our main entree, which is the buckwheat porridge with beef, cheese and crackers. And then we've got our folding stove with fuel pellets and a pack of matches with a striker surface. All right, so let's get going here. Now, as usual, I'm not gonna use the portable stove that came with this ration. I like to save these and use these in survival kits. So instead, I'll just be using a camping stove. And we'll also get some of this fruit drink going. It says to use room temperature water. Oh, it's brown colored. It said fruit on it, but I think this is a cocoa drink. Let's find out. Which means it might need warm water, but it said on the packet, room temperature water. Doesn't seem to be dissolving very well. I'm going to use warm water in this thing. I'll wait till this heats up. Meanwhile, we can start cooking our buckwheat porridge with beef. This is the only thing in this packet that I'm weary of. It smells good though. Our water is just about ready. Oops. Tea going, and I'm also going to add some warm water to this to see if that helps that stuff dissolve at all. Good old buckwheat porridge with beef. It's a staple in these Eastern European and Russian MREs. Can't get away from it. Of course, this being a Russian MRE, I'm sure the word beef can pretty much mean anything. It's probably part of a cow or some animal. Okay, I think that's ready. There it is. Smells pretty good. And we'll see what we can do about this drink here. Taste it, see what it's like. No, it's not cocoa. It smelled like cocoa. It's some sort of fruity something or other. It's got little bits of stuff in there. I'm going to add a little hot water in there. Just so I can see if it dissolves anymore. I think it's going pretty good at this point. So I'm going to add some cool water, and this will be just kind of a lukewarm affair. I'm not terribly excited about this drink, I'll tell you that. Maybe they like it over in Russia, but kind of looks like tea, but with a bunch of floaties in there, I guess pieces of fruit or something. So I'll give it a taste. It's okay. I think it'd be better on the cool side, but you could drink it warm as well. It's not bad. Kind of a subtle fruit of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but probably says on the packet, but I'm lazy. And here's our tea. My cats are excited about what I'm eating. They've gathered around the table. We'll have to do a cat taste test in a minute. Smells like good tea. Russian tea is always good. You can always count on that. And then we've got our cheese. There it is. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's processed cheese. I wonder if it could be melted into this stuff. I wonder if that's something they do or if they just put it on the crackers. I'm going to bury this under some hot buckwheat porridge with beef and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll give the buckwheat porridge with beef its initial test. There it is, nice and hot. Smells okay. Smells a little burned because the bottom of the pan was burned a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's buckwheat porridge with beef. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's completely edible. I don't usually do this, but we'll try a little salt and pepper on it. I'll tell you what would be really good with this is some hot sauce. Yeah, as you'd expect, the buckwheat porridge is a bit bland, but it's there. It's a lot of carbs, and it'll fill you up fast. And then the beef in between is not bad. See if I can get a piece of beef on its own. It's tender. It's not chewy or anything. So it's good. Again, I shudder to think what kind of beef this really is, but it tastes okay. Let's see how that cheese is doing. Oh yeah, that's melting in there pretty good. Let me, let's try it with the cheese. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. This might be the way to do these things, is melt some of that cheese in there. Adds a lot more creaminess to it. I'm going to bury some more in there and give it a minute to cook up in there and spread it around. That's actually pretty good. I think from now on I might put the cheese in the main entree. I don't think that's what it's meant for, but that's what I'm going to use it for. Of course, the cheese is probably meant to be used with the dreaded Russian crackers, which I've never been a big fan of. I mean, they're okay, they're edible, they're just Very bland and very dry. Kind of like hardtack, if you've ever had that. That's exactly what it's like. Sort of utilitarian crackers. They'll get the job done, but it won't be very fun. So there's cheese and crackers. Very dry. But it's okay. Boy, that's dry. You gotta wash it down with something. Yeah, it's good solid tea. In my opinion, tea is probably the most consistent thing in Russian rations. All right, let's give this... I should have put the cheese in there when this stuff was cooking and let it melt up in there all over the place, but this will do. Yeah, definitely. If I was doing this again, I would melt the cheese in there as it was cooking, and I think that would vastly improve the buckwheat porridge with beef. Of course, as always, I'm coming at this from an American palate, and so, you know, someone over in Russia might not like cheese in their buckwheat porridge with beef. All right, now we've got our sweetened condensed milk, and usually this stuff is fantastic. Now, the last time I had some of this was in a Belarus ration, and it was excellent. So, I don't know, we'll see. So let's give it a try. That's delicious. It's kind of caramelized. It's like a dessert. I always kind of wonder what these are in here for, the sweetened condensed milk, because it's not like you've got coffee that you can put it in or anything. And over the years, I've come to surmise that they just put this in there just to have it because it's yummy. You know, it's got a lot of protein, a lot of fat. You know, so in terms of a military ration, it really does have a lot of nutrition packed into a small package. All right, so my cat is staring at me. He wants to try some of this, so we're gonna see what my cat thinks of the buckwheat porridge with beef. Hey, buddy. What do you think? Well, he likes it. It passed the cat test, you know. Cats are usually pretty finicky eaters. So if he likes it, that's usually a good sign. Yeah, this is kind of cooled down now from some of the warm water I put in there, and it's pretty good. Some sort of fruit beverage. Kind of maybe like a blackberry or raspberry, something like that. Yeah, that was all pretty good. The cheese on its own with the crackers is not my favorite thing in the world. If I was really hungry, I'd probably finish it, but I'm gonna leave that. I'll try one of these boiled sweets. There it is. Your typical boiled sweet. Tastes like strawberry or raspberry or something like that. Very good. I really like this condensed milk. It's like a meal on its own. All right, and we'll wrap things up with some chewing gum. And there it is. It's good. It's better than the American MRE gum. Nice minty flavor. A good way to finish off the entire meal. All right. So there you have it, the Russian Intermediate Ration menu number 2. I liked the buckwheat porridge with beef. It's always a good solid choice. The sweetened condensed milk was amazing as always. Good tea, a nice refreshing fruit beverage, and then we got the cheese and the crackers and the boiled sweet and the chewing gum. So yeah, all in all, a pretty good meal. But let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, that's it. I'm Eric Siegel. This is Kit Bashed Survival. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, definitely. If I was doing this again, I would melt the cheese. Whoops.